EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 10 logo.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down. Cannon, his throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Cannon. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down, Cowboys. Let's go now. 30 base.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On first down, Cannon. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Oh, and now some space to operate. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Leo! Hey, Charlie! Snap!
Looking to throw on second down. Cannon. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
49, check 49. 6-6, pull it high. Clear.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
We got this.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Ready, set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're running it.
Back to throw. Cannon. Spins away. That one complete to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game, and he'll get this up to about the 40. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Rip left, rip left.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's got some space here. 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from the wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 left. This week, not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here we go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
To throw on second down, Cannon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Operating from the gun. Cannon. He's going to wind up in air, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on first down. Roberts. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. Waiting. Great 57. Check.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Mike 54. He's scared. Right there.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. 21 yards there on third down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mike's 54.
Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Going up top. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Joker.
2nd and 5. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Cannon. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So he tried a 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Wentz now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280!
Now Wentz again. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
82, 82!
Mike's 54! Mike's 54! Okay, double up. Right there, 54, right?
Hey, box drop.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Mike 54! Watch the curl!
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dawson. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wins to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Dawson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Cannon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal. I'm coming for you. You
Operating from the gun. Cannon. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
Hit it.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
64-5.
A final shot before break. Cannon. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Come on now. Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's get it.
Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is Ertz with it, right side. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
54 Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On first down, Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 17.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Hey, Zoo.
Here's Wentz to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 48 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to his...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense.
They'll go again with Sanders. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 38, Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Cannon. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point up and through. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, baby, all day.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Go. Blue 80! Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Shotgun now for Wentz. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. It's a second down run with Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go, here we go.
Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And they'll indeed take a knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0.